It is one of the most widely consumed meats on the planet. Every year, more than 5 million tons of turkey meat are produced worldwide. 70% of it is consumed during the end-of-year holidays, when it becomes the star dish of Christmas and Thanksgiving dinners. But do you really know how a turkey goes from the egg to your table? In this video, you will see all the stages of industrial turkey production, from egg incubation to the final product we buy at the supermarket. Turkeys are large birds, and raising them is big business. So big that every year independent hatcheries incubate more than 35 million eggs, many of them in modern farms the size of a football field. Production begins on poultry farms. A large portion of the turkey meat produced in the United States comes from the many farms in Minnesota, where hundreds of female turkeys are carefully raised to produce thousands of fertile eggs every day. In most cases, artificial insemination is used, since males are much larger than females, which could cause injuries if mating were natural. The females lay their eggs in nests. The eggs gently roll forward onto a conveyor belt and are transferred to another conveyor that carries them to the collection room. In this area, producers separate fertile eggs from non-fertile ones. Fertile eggs are always placed with the pointed end facing downward, so that the air cell remains at the top, making it easier for the chick to position itself correctly at hatching. The eggs are then moved from the collection room to a refrigerator, where a constant temperature of 20 degrees Celsius is maintained, until trucks arrive to transport them to the hatchery. Fertilized eggs are taken to the incubator 3 to 4 days after being laid. This is the largest turkey hatchery in the world. At the Wilmar hatchery, more than 200,000 eggs are incubated per day, 4 days a week. That is equivalent to about 860,000 turkey eggs beginning development every week. To simulate the movement a mother would make when turning her eggs, the trays are tilted 45 degrees every hour. By day 15, the embryo is already well developed. It obtains most of its nutrients from the yolk, which contains fats and proteins. In the last 4 days, the eggs are transferred to the hatchers, spaces specifically designed for hatching. A suction device transfers the eggs to hatching trays, with 168 eggs per tray. Approximately 150 of them are expected to hatch, while the rest fail to fully develop or present physical defects. After 6 hours, the chicks finally emerge from the shell. Here, more than 70 million poults hatch every year. Next, a quality control inspection of the chicks is carried out, discarding those with defects. After that, they move on to the next phase, rearing. The poults arrive at poultry farms from the hatchery. During the first days of life, the chicks are extremely fragile and sensitive to temperature changes. At this stage, any sudden variation can affect their growth or even cause death, so they require intensive care and constant supervision. On the farm, newly hatched poults are housed in climate-controlled barns, specially designed to maintain a warm and stable environment. The temperature inside the facility is kept between 32 and 35 degrees Celsius during the first week, using gas heaters that distribute heat evenly throughout the installation. Air that is too humid can affect their respiratory system, so fans and exhaust systems help maintain a fresh and healthy environment. The poults also learn how to eat and drink during these first days. They are provided with a starter feed containing high levels of proteins, vitamins, and minerals essential for the development of their bones, feathers, and muscles. Drinkers are placed close to the ground so they can access them easily. The floor of the enclosure is covered with wood shavings bedding, whose function is not only to provide comfort, but also to insulate from the cold and absorb moisture generated by the birds. This bedding must always be kept dry and clean, since accumulated moisture creates ideal conditions for the proliferation of organisms that can seriously affect the health of the poults. The rearing period is a decisive stage. Experts estimate that more than 1/3 of production losses can occur during these first weeks if proper care is not applied. As turkeys grow, their diet changes to a feed known as grower feed. This feed contains a higher energy and protein content, adjusted to the bird's new demands during the phase of muscle development and weight gain. During the fattening stage, rations are used with a precise balance of proteins, carbohydrates, and fats, aimed at obtaining juicier meat with the ideal texture for consumption. On average, 2.5 kilograms of feed are required for a turkey to gain 1 kilogram of weight. Females reach slaughter weight in about 15 weeks, with an approximate weight of 8 to 10 kilograms. Males, on the other hand, require more time, about 20 weeks, and can reach 15 kilograms or more. Once the turkeys reach the desired weight, they are transported to the processing plant. Collection is carried out during the coolest hours of the day, generally at night, in order to reduce heat stress and maintain animal welfare. Workers are responsible for capturing the birds and carefully placing them into ventilated cages inside the trucks. When the turkeys arrive at the processing plant, the trucks head to the reception area, where the birds are carefully unloaded. At this stage, efforts are made to minimize stress caused by transport. Low-intensity lighting is used, since soft light helps keep the turkeys calm, preventing panic behaviors or injuries caused by sudden movements. The turkeys are hung on metal shackles that carry them along the processing line. This system allows for a continuous and orderly flow, reducing direct contact with plant workers and therefore the stress on the birds. Before slaughter, efforts are made to ensure they suffer as little as possible. A stunning system is used that renders them unconscious quickly and painlessly. This procedure ensures better meat quality as it prevents excessive adrenaline release and muscle damage caused by stress. Once slaughtered, the birds are submerged in hot water tanks, a process known as scalding. The water temperature is maintained at 60 degrees Celsius, sufficient to loosen the feathers without damaging the skin. This stage facilitates feather removal and reduces the risk of damage to the meat that could affect the final product's quality. Next, the turkeys pass through automatic defeathering machines, equipped with rollers and rubber fingers that rotate gently and remove the feathers without causing cuts or injuries. Afterward, workers manually inspect the birds to remove any remaining feathers. Once the feathers are removed, the turkeys move on to the evisceration stage, where the internal organs are carefully removed. During evisceration, edible organs such as the liver are separated from those that will not be used. Next, the turkeys pass through the washing stage, where traces of fat or particles adhering to the skin are removed. Once clean, they undergo chilling to maintain freshness and prevent bacterial growth. This process is carried out by immersion in cold water. The goal is for the bird's internal temperature to drop below 4 degrees Celsius. Rapid and uniform chilling not only extends the product's shelf life, but also preserves the texture, juiciness, and flavor of the meat. Once chilled, the turkeys are classified by weight and quality. Some are destined for the whole turkey market, typical of end-of-year festivities, while others are deboned and processed into breasts, thighs, or derived products, such as cold cuts or sausages. The final product is vacuum-sealed or packed in sealed trays, maintaining freshness and food safety. The turkey is now ready for distribution to supermarkets and restaurants, and to become the star dish of Christmas and Thanksgiving dinners.
If you want to know how gelatin is made, watch the video on your screen, and please like the video if you enjoyed it and share it with someone who might be interested. Also, subscribe to this channel by activating the notifications to continue learning. Thanks for watching.